5 GenAI concepts every product manager must understand. Let's begin.
As a product manager or product owner, one of the biggest questions we face today is, which AI tools are actually worth my time? There are hundreds of AI tools available today. ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Microsoft Copilot, Perplexity, Notion AI, GitHub Copilot, AI meeting assistants, research tools, diagramming tools, and many more. But the real question isn't, how many AI tools can I use? The real question is, which parts of my product management work can AI genuinely improve? And this is where we need to change our mindset. AI should not become another application that we have to learn and maintain. Instead, AI should become a productivity layer across our existing workflow. Think about the typical product owner's day. You may start with emails and meetings, then you review requirements, you speak with stakeholders, you analyze customer feedback, you create or refine user stories, you prioritize the backlog, you prepare reports, you update JIRA, you work with engineering, you prepare presentations for leadership, and finally, you spend time documenting everything.
A large portion of this work is actually information processing, and that's exactly where generative AI can help. For example, suppose a stakeholder gives you a requirement. We need a new network router because the current infrastructure cannot support the expected capacity. As a product owner, you may need to convert that statement into a proper business requirement. You can ask an AI assistant, convert this requirement into a structured product requirement. Identify the business problem, expected outcome, assumptions, risks, and open questions. AI can generate a first draft within seconds. But there is an important principle here. AI creates the draft. The product owner provides the judgment. You still need to validate whether the requirement makes business sense. The second powerful use case is requirements engineering. Imagine you have a 20-page document. Instead of manually reading every page to identify requirements, you can ask AI to extract business requirements, functional requirements, non-functional requirements, dependencies, risks, assumptions, and unanswered questions. This can significantly reduce analysis time. Another powerful area is meeting intelligence. Imagine you have a 1-hour stakeholder meeting. AI can help convert the discussion into key decisions, action items, open questions, requirements,
risks, and follow-up activities. Instead of spending another 30 minutes creating meeting notes, you can focus on actually driving the product forward. AI can also help with user stories. For example, as a network product owner, I want to introduce automated capacity monitoring so that network capacity issues can be identified before they impact customers. AI can help generate acceptance criteria. It can identify missing scenarios. It can suggest edge cases. It can even identify ambiguity in the story. But again, the product owner must validate the result. Another area is product analytics and reporting. Suppose you have dozens of demands, stories, and delivery metrics. AI can help identify patterns. For example, which demands are delayed? Which teams have bottlenecks? Which requirements are repeatedly changing? Which initiatives have the highest risk? This turns AI from a simple writing assistant into a decision support assistant. And this becomes even more interesting when we connect AI with enterprise systems. For example, imagine your ServiceNow SPM environment contains demand information, priorities, business cases, and portfolio data. JIRA contains engineering stories and delivery information. Instead of manually moving information between systems, AI-driven workflows can help connect these processes. A product owner could potentially provide a natural language instruction, such as create a high-priority demand for new routers under the network product line and prepare the corresponding engineering work items. The future direction is not simply AI writes text. The future is AI understands intent and helps execute workflows. That is where we start moving from generative AI toward AI agents and agentic AI.
So when evaluating AI tools, don't ask, is this tool popular? Ask, does this tool solve a real problem in my workflow? Ask 3 questions. First, does it save me time? Second, does it improve the quality of my work? Third, can I use it safely with enterprise information? If the answer to all 3 is yes, then the tool is worth exploring. The ultimate goal isn't to become an AI tool expert. The goal is to become a product manager who knows where AI creates real business value. And that is the mindset we need to carry into every other GenAI topic.
The second major question for product managers is, how do I use AI for user research without making it feel like a gimmick? This is an extremely important question, because user research is fundamentally about understanding people, and AI does not replace people. Instead, AI should help us process, analyze, and learn from what users tell us. Let's take a simple example. Imagine you have interviewed 20 customers. Each customer gives you different feedback. One customer talks about performance, another talks about pricing, another complains about usability, another asks for a new feature, another says the existing product is too complicated. Now imagine manually analyzing all 20 interviews. It could take hours. This is where AI becomes extremely useful. You can provide the permitted interview transcripts to an AI system and ask it to identify common themes, pain points, feature requests, customer frustrations, positive feedback, repeated problems, and differences between customer segments. AI can quickly organize unstructured feedback into structured information. But there is an important distinction.
AI can also help perform sentiment analysis. For example, across hundreds of customer comments, AI can identify whether the overall feedback is positive, neutral, or negative. But sentiment alone isn't enough. Imagine a customer says, "The new dashboard looks beautiful, but it takes 5 minutes to load." The sentiment may appear positive, but the actual product problem is performance. So product managers should never blindly trust an AI-generated sentiment score. Always go back to the original evidence. Another interesting use case is competitor and market research. AI can help compare publicly available information across competitors. It can summarize feature differences, pricing approaches, customer positioning, market trends, product messaging. But again, information must be verified. One of the biggest risks in AI-powered research is confirmation bias. If you ask, why is our product better than our competitor? AI may generate arguments supporting your assumption. Instead, ask, what are the strongest arguments against our current product strategy? That produces a much more valuable discussion. AI can become a challenger, not just an assistant. For product owners, this mindset is extremely powerful. Suppose you're planning a new ServiceNow.
Instead, ask, what are the strongest arguments against our current product strategy? That produces a much more valuable discussion. AI can become a challenger, not just an assistant. For product owners, this mindset is extremely powerful. Suppose you're planning a new ServiceNow SPM capability. Instead of simply asking AI, give me requirements for this feature, ask, what assumptions are we making? What customer problems might we be misunderstanding? What user groups might be negatively affected? What questions should we ask stakeholders before committing to this feature? Now AI is helping you improve your product thinking. So the right way to use AI in user research is not AI replaces research. It is human research plus AI analysis plus human judgment. That combination is much more powerful. The goal is not to make research look more sophisticated. The goal is to understand users faster, deeper, and more objectively. We've covered some of the most important GenAI concepts that every product manager should understand, but this is just the beginning. In our next video, we'll dive deeper into RAG, Retrieval-Augmented Generation, local LLMs, and responsible AI. And this time, we'll go beyond the theory with practical examples and real-world product management use cases to help you understand where these technologies actually fit into your day-to-day work. So If you want to understand how AI can work with enterprise data, how private and local AI models can be used, and how we can use AI responsibly without blindly trusting its outputs, stay tuned for the next video. Until then, happy learning!